Why hello there everyone. I just got finished reacting to and analyzing the Hitman trailer, so if you haven't watched that already, make sure you check that out. But for now, I am going to be watching the more recent Dragon Knight reveal. I don't really know what her playstyle is going to be like, but just based on me seeing the picture of her, it looks like she has a little dragon creature floating around her, as the Dragon Knight name would suggest, right? So I'm thinking maybe she's the game's resident puppet character, right? Maybe she can send out the dragon and do things with that. Other than that, I have no idea what to expect. I wasn't even expecting this character to get added into DNF Duel anyway, so this one's definitely the most surprising one so far. We change the audio a bit and make sure it's on 1080p. Yes. Okay. Are these gauntlets? It's kind of hard to tell on the splash art here. I think that's some kind of gauntlet. I don't really see where or how it's attaching to her arm. That's the little dragon I was talking about, obviously. Hold on, what am I looking at here? I need to play this frame by frame. Yeah, so it's like some kind of gauntlet that's floating around her hand. I don't think it's actually physically attached. I think it's sort of floating around like with magic or something. On one hand. She does have a sword though, right? Yeah. So one hand is the dragon thing and the other hand is the sword. Okay, that's definitely a character design. Auto combo, what? Okay, look, it looks like she's doing some kind of auto combo here. Oh, also new stage, right? On the Hitman video I just watched, that featured a new stage. It was in a bar, right? So then you can get some bar fights in if you play on that stage. This stage looks like some sort of airship, right? Actually, it could just be a regular pirate ship, and we just can't see the ocean, right? But based on how these clouds are, it looks like an airship, right? Although that could just be fog over the ocean. Not that it matters much. Okay, so what did I just see here? So she does like an auto combo. And then she's doing some sort of auto combo, seemingly. And then she cancels into a special move here. And then there's a jump cut. What? I have no idea what's going on with this video editing. So then it cuts to a different special move, presumably, just from neutral, raw, okay? So she does send the dragon out. Okay, let's watch this in normal speed. So it looked like... she sent it out. I don't know if it's clinging onto the opponent or if it just stopped at a certain range and that range happened to be right in front of the opponent, right? It doesn't really look like it's grabbing onto him animation-wise. But the fact that it stops right there makes me think that maybe it keeps on going and it just stops as soon as it touches the opponent. And then it starts charging up some kind of attack here. It looks like just some sort of radial hitbox, right? And that combos into this other move she started preparing. She actually canceled into this, assuming that's what this effect indicates. So this looks like it has some startup to it, right? So it looks like you can't really use this from neutral very well. This has a huge hitbox, though, and it looks like it goes up by a little bit as well. So maybe you can even anti-air with it if you're from a big distance, right? But obviously, in this case, the way she's using it is that she's comboing into it after doing a setup with the little dragon guy. Okay, that's kind of cool. That looks like some kind of, maybe a DP? It looks like she's going diagonally up at an actual 45-degree angle. So, like, normally a DP, you would expect them to go up more, so maybe this is a DP? Right? I doubt this is a grounded button if it takes them up off the ground. That combo, it's kind of hard to tell because the fire effect covers up the opponent completely here, so we don't know if that's an actual combo or if it's just some kind of pressure for her to get Oki. That's not a cancel either. Okay, this is maybe a grab animation. Okay, at first I was thinking that the dragon shooting fireballs here during this grab animation was just part of the grab animation, and maybe the dragon, like, shot a fireball at him, and then, like, right after she hits him, he falls into the fireball, right? That's not what happens. It looks like the dragon is already set out here, automatically shooting fireballs, like some kind of automated turret or something, right? So if that's the case, this might have some really cool applications, right? Like some really cool setups, some really cool setup combos. Okay, so that's a cancel. So she canceled this on block into some kind of air dash. Have we seen any other characters do air dashes yet? Maybe we have, but I don't remember any. If we've seen other characters do air dashes, please correct me in the comments, but I think that's the first air dash we've seen, right? And I don't think it's an actual air dash just from tapping forward twice in the air or doing a macro. I think that might be an actual special move, right? Because she's canceling out of one special into another. So it might be like an actual motion input to get what is effectively an air dash, because it doesn't look like... This looks like maybe some kind of aerial normal, right? So this doesn't look like part of the same motion input that she used to get the dash. So there's probably a motion input she can do to get an air dash, and then she has all of her aerial buttons available to her afterwards, so she can sort of just actually get overheads, right? Maybe she could even cross up with it against a crouching opponent, maybe. See, she did the gauntlet attack again. Also, what's weird is when she does that, like, it turns into an actual gauntlet. So I have no idea what's going on with that thing. Maybe it transforms, right? But again, hold on. That looks like he's that looks like he's ground teching there. Yeah, I don't think this is actually comboing. I think she's just doing it to, like, maybe force him to block so she can get Oki. Yeah, he blocked that. I saw the effect there. Here, I'll make it slower in case you missed it. So again, I have no idea what's going on with the video editor here. Like, I don't know why they're not showing actual combos. See, there's the block, the block effect there. Okay, so here she's doing what seems like another auto combo, but the dragon is hitting him with not a fireball, but like some kind of big, fire blast of some kind. So that must have been set up before she started the auto combo, right? That's typically how a character like this would work. If you're able to somehow operate both of them at the same time simultaneously, that could also be pretty cool. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that gauntlet definitely transforms. Okay, before we see the super, I want to watch this part in slow motion. So far, I'm definitely more interested in her than the Hitman. Even though, just by looks, I think the Hitman looks way cooler, right? The Hitman looks way more like a character I would normally gravitate towards, but after watching the videos, she seems way more interesting than Hitman. Just see, wait a minute, what? Okay, Dragon Gauntlet in her left hand, sword in her right hand. Hits him. The Dragon Fireball keeps him juggled. She cancels into some move in which the sword catches on fire and the sword transforms, but now it's on her left hand, which is where the gauntlet was. That's a little confusing. And then the gauntlet gets bigger. Where'd the sword go then? Maybe someone that's played the game has a bit more insight on what's going on here. Played DFO, right? I wonder if that's some kind of command grab or a hit grab, right? Because that's going into an actual cinematic. But it's obviously not a super. Right? That's kind of cool. I like the camera work. Even though it's pretty simple, it's effective, right? So now for the actual super. It's a pretty good one. So the little dragon familiar transforms into an actual legit dragon, right? Let's look at each frame here. Pretty good. Let's see the outro. Okay, so I don't think we're going to be getting any more character reveal trailers in between now and the upcoming beta test, which was recently revealed. So, I would expect all of the characters that have been revealed so far to be playable in the beta test, right? Because otherwise, why would they be revealing these so close to each other? So, I'm going to be playing the Grappler mostly in the beta test. It really sucks that they made the beta test on the same exact days as the King of Fighters 15 beta test, because I was really wanting to play that as well, but I'm going to have to prioritize DNF Duel just because KOF 15 is coming out soon anyway. So even if I skip the second KOF 15 beta and I play DNF Duel instead, I'll be able to get my hands on KOF 15, the actual game, soon anyway, right? And DNF Duel probably isn't coming out until, like, later next year, right? It doesn't even have a release date yet, so at the earliest, I'm thinking late next year, so I definitely want to take advantage of it and play this while I can. So, assuming that all the characters we've seen so far will be playable in the beta test, let me know in the comments who you plan on playing the most. Like, maybe you plan on playing multiple characters, right? But who do you plan on playing for the majority of the time? Who do you plan on focusing on? Or let me know if you're planning on playing the KOF 15 beta test instead, or if you're going to try to juggle between the two. In which case, good luck, because I would like to juggle between the two, but I want to actually spend all my time with one character so I can at least get somewhat good with them, because if I just start switching games, like, my brain will be stuck between two different modes. Switching between fighting games is already tricky enough. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will see you all later, so bye for now.